So here's a little video for you guys from Monticello Reservoir, just north of Columbia, South Carolina. I was down there yesterday, right in the middle of the day, like a nut. It was extremely hot, and I don't know what the air temperature was, but I did find water as hot as 92.75, so almost 93-degree water surface temperature on one section of the lake. And I don't mean in a real shallow place either. So it was really, really hot. I caught 11 catfish, 1 bass, and 1 perch. So, you know, it didn't work out like I had hoped. I didn't catch any smallmouth and I didn't catch any crappie. But after I had fished for about 2.5 hours, I started to see some bank fishermen scattered around. So I started keeping a few of the catfish, and I wound up keeping 5 good eating size ones that I gave away. Probably should have kept them all, but I didn't know if anybody was going to be out there fishing or not. So, you know, it is what it is, because I don't bring them home, but I love to give them away to people. So it was a good little trip. Enjoy the video. All right, boys and girls, I'm standing on the banks of the Monticello Reservoir. I'm in Fairfield County, South Carolina. I have not never ever pulled crankbaits here. So I have no idea if this is going to be good or bad. It's hot. It's middle of the day. So I'm doing everything the worst possible way. It's kind of breezy, not terrible, but I'm going to pull crankbaits. This lake has huge catfish. It has largemouth bass and smallmouth bass, which I very rarely get to catch, and crappie. So I'm just gonna, this is just a shot in the dark. Got a free afternoon, and I'm just gonna see what happens. I have not fished here in years, and I have pulled jigs, but I've never pulled crankbaits. So today is Wednesday, June 11th. Let's see what happens. Got my first fish on. Let's see what we got here. First fish on here. Let's see what we got. Doesn't feel too heavy. First fish. Oh, he's pulling now. Now he's starting to pull. Might be one of them stinking cats. He's starting to pull a little bit. That's a big old giant perch. Look at there. Look at that big old thing. Big old perch. Well, there you go. Well, I'm accustomed to catching them, so that's no big deal. Let's get him in the box. All right, we'll throw him in the box for now. Got him, he struck at it and missed it. Got him in the side of his eye. All right, first fish. Another bite right here. All right, number 2 coming, another fish coming up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, he must be a bass. He came to the top and is splashing. He's angry. Yeah, we may have to net him. We got about 39 feet of water here. Let's see what we can do here. Beautiful. That's a pretty little largemouth. Nice little green and silverback. We're gonna let him out, let him go. He's chunky. He's pretty. He's a nice one. All right. I have caught 2 fish in the first 15 minutes, or 20 minutes, I guess. Caught a big perch, white perch, and I just caught a short, stubby little largemouth. So that's a good start. And both of them were caught on something with some green, some chartreuse in it. So that may be the ticket today. I'm out on Monticello today. I've been fishing about 20 minutes. I've caught one big white perch. I caught one short, fat largemouth. And I have already seen 2 eagles. The eagles are over there working for their food. So got here kind of late. It's almost noon. I'm gonna fish the afternoon. It's hot, it's blazes. The water temperature is over 82 degrees, the surface temperature. But we'll see what happens. I hope I can put my hands on a smallmouth maybe, or maybe some crappie. All right, now we got something substantial on here, looks like. We got a pretty good fish here. I can't tell if he's trying to spin or not. He's probably one of them catfishes. I don't know, he's shaking his head. He may not be. He might be a little something better than catfish. We're gonna find out though. He's pretty heavy now. I'm gonna have to get under here and work up to the net. Gotta work my way up to the net for this one, I think. All right, I got something pretty good on this line here. I am in 52 feet of water right now. And of course I've got the force of the trolling motor pulling also, but got a pretty good fish on right here. I'm gonna assume it's a catfish, but I don't know for sure yet. I haven't seen it. Yep, it's a cat. It's one of them old cats. He's a good one too. He's a good sized cat. Some people would love to have him. I got him. All right, we got him. Old nasty cat, we got you. Get my grippers out of here. I got a set of grippers in here somewhere. There they are. All right. Fun. All right, that'll help me get that out of the net. All right. Nice sized catfish right there. There you go. Here's a cat. Here's a nice cat. Real good eating size. We're gonna throw him back. We'll let him go. All right. One bass, one perch, one catfish. All right. I think I got a small fish on here. I saw the rod just do a little bump, and when I went to stand the rod up, that's what you got to do, just raise the rod up, and then it showed up. This fish is up near the top. It doesn't look like a crappie. It's trying to spin like a catfish, which is probably what it is, but it's a small one, I think. I don't know what it is. We'll have to see. Let's get it in here and have a look at it. It's a little cat. There's another little cat. Let's go up here and get him out. He done made a mess of my rods there. Little rascal. All right, got rid of him. We're gonna have to undo this mess. That's part of it when you're pulling cranks. You just have to do that. We got something coming in here. And I ain't sure what, but we got something coming. If I had to guess, I'd guess another cat, but I don't know for sure. I'm sitting up in a chair. Looks like one of my lines is dragging hooked up wrong and dragging funny. I think that's another catfish. Looks like another catfish coming to the surface. This lake's full of them, so that's not a surprise. Not a surprise. Look at there. Look at there at that rascal. Come on in here, Flippy Floppy. You done got me tangled up with another line. Sorry, Joker. There's another cat. Small cat. What's a good eating size one there? That would be a good one for somebody, but not me. Well, it's hot as blazes. So I put on my big flop hat. But I ask you, look around. Is there anything prettier than this? I mean, I'm right out here in the middle of paradise, all alone. There's a couple other boats, but they're far away. I'm just chilling and having a big time out here. I've already seen 2 eagles. I've caught 3 catfish, 1 largemouth, and 1 big old fat giant white perch. So, just having fun in the sun. So as the old timers would say, let me learn you something right here. I am at least 250 yards from the shore. That little round area right there is a point. And that point comes way out under the water. And I'm way, way over 200 yards from that bank. But I just came off of that point. If you look at my graph here, I just came off of that point way out here. I'm only in 22 feet of water. Now, 5 minutes ago, I was in over 50 feet of water. So you gotta learn how to use these maps and pay attention, especially when you're dragging things that dive down, because you don't just bump the bottom when you're next to the bank. Sometimes you run over underwater humps and big, long, deep points and all that stuff. So you got to pay attention to your equipment, your graph, your maps. That's what we have it for. So anyway, that's a free tip for you. Got a fish that has come to the top here. Is it possible that I've got my first crappie of the day? I don't know. But he seems to be skiing to the top, and we'll try to get him in and see. I don't know, I'm not seeing much of him. He may just be a little perch. I think he's a little perch that's just double hung. Got both hooks in him. No, it's another crazy old catfish. Boy, I tell you, I am the catfish king. Now, as I showed you earlier, I was 250 yards probably off of the shore, and I was only in 20 feet or less water, 19, 20 feet of water. Now, right now, if you look, I am less than 40 yards off the shore, and I am in 54 feet of water. You see that? 53. So that's why you have to use your map. Right now, I'm going down this bank line right up through here. There's a ledge, a deep, steep ledge that falls off there. I got a fish here, back in this little pocket. Oh boy, I don't know what we got here. We got something going on. We got something going on here. We got a drag puller here. I think it's another cat. Looks like another cat. This seems to be the day of the catfish, doesn't it? Spinning all around. Yep. He's spinning and spinning and spinning. think he's hung up on that other line now. Yeah, it's another cat. I got him up in the nose, looks like. And I got him hung up with another line. That's a good eating size one there for the catfish lovers. Oh yeah, they would love that. All right, let's see here what we can do. Let's go up here and get my pliers. Another pretty good catfish there. A lot of good catfish in this lake. There he went. First time I've really even turned on the big motor. I'm gonna run to the other side of the lake. The wind's coming this way, so I'm gonna run up the other side of the lake and let the wind help push me. Keep from straining the old trolling motor so bad. So I'm in almost 90 feet of water now, 89, so I'd be shocked if this was anything other than a catfish. It is, it's another cat. That's the ninth catfish of the day. If he hangs on until I get him up here. That's the 9th catfish today. And they've all been pretty good eating size for somebody. I'll give them away if somebody wants them. But I am not eating them. What about that? That was in almost 90 feet of water where that one hit. Got him foul hooked in the side. All right. So that makes 11 fish today. 9 cats, 1 largemouth, and 1 big old white perch. I did admire you spunk there, punk. Ow. Sorry about that. Belly flop. Well, just like on the Sea of Galilee, in a moment's notice, I went from dead calm to all of a sudden, the wind is howling all around me, and it's moving in. I haven't seen any lightning streaks or any big dark clouds, and I haven't heard any thunder. But boy, it has changed in like 10 minutes. It's gone from just light and variable to all of a sudden blustery all the way around me, as far as you can see out here in this reservoir. It is looks like something's moving in. All right, everybody. I found another fella I'm gonna bless with some catfish today. If I can dig them out of here. There's one. All right. Get this. Come on out of here, you slimy jokers. There's another one. These are all good eating size. All right. There's a good old fatty right there. Look at there. number 4. Big old perch, but I dropped him in the water a while ago. I ate it too, because them things are good. This one's kind of feisty. He's angry. He's the last one. And number 5, little speckle. Get my phone, get a picture of him. All right, there we go. Let's see. Got 5 cats right there for that young fella. All right, have a good one, buddy. All right, no complaints. I fished about 5 hours right during the hottest part of the day, and I wound up catching 13. 11 of them were catfish, caught 1 largemouth and caught 1 white perch. So that was it. First time I've ever taken the bass tracker to Monticello, I think, and I know it's the first time I've ever pulled crankbaits. I've never done that, so first time I've done that on that lake. And I did expect mostly catfish, and that's what I got. So, but I had 5 pretty good eating size ones that I gave away, and so it's a good day all in all. It was a good fun day.